Hello everyone and welcome back! I see there is excitement for new train content on the channel, yes. Hello Sophie, hello Daisuva, how are you all doing? Yeah, we're gonna look at that motion, we're gonna do that. I definitely had some thoughts because yeah, we have a problem. As said before, oh no, what happened? So, the thing is what I wanted to point out here, as you probably read. I was thinking, okay, Alan Wake 2 is only, New Game Plus is coming out tomorrow, so I can't stream it today. I should stream trains again. Okay. Locomotion. Okay. Then I was like, okay, what have we done? We have done Switzerland, we have done Britain, we have done the US East Coast. That's sweet. Yeah, I can imagine that it kind of sucks when you're divided again. So I was just sitting there and like, how would I hit up the good old mod library? I have not seen that yet. I thought it was a sequel. Anyway, so yeah, I hit up and was like, North America, West. Once buckets, yes, I am in my natural habitat. So I thought, like, that's an interesting challenge. I like that. How about go and modify it a bit? Actually, I thought it was a sequel to Oppenheimer. Anyway, so yeah, basically, I thought we have this. Good. We already have done all of them. But that wouldn't be spicy enough. So I hit up the good old mod database, downloaded a bit of things, edited the scenario, and now we have West Coast higher speed railing. So let's just start and try to improve California's and US West Coast infrastructure in an alternate timeline where they did, import a lot more European rail, trains much earlier. Yes. Obviously we are. California higher speed railing, obviously. Our colors are orange. It's kind of a shit orange though. Oh, we'll live with it. We will live with it. Make it kind of shit. So, and whoop. The important part. I could have imported probably a few more pictures and just made us Sonic the Hedgehog because we gotta go fast, but we aren't. I was lazy. Oh well. So yeah, let's build some stuff, shall we? First of all, where should we build stuff? We have kind of a big thing here. And let's see. Because we won't start with personal transportation. That's usually not that good right now. We're in 1900. 1900 isn't good. We have livestock farms, food processing. Okay. Let's go here then. Okay, now we have something. And ooh, Springfield. How about that? Yeah, I guess we're gonna do this then. That sounds like something to get behind. So how are you doing so far? Outside of, you know, all the misery and death that's currently happening. Building some trains, yes. Oh, okay, perfect. There we go. Yeah, we will need to get a bit ahead in time so that we can actually do stuff. It's wheat, yes. And there we go. And we should. Yes. So yeah, welcome back. Let's just make it a bit faster. Cheers. I am. There's oil. Ooh, can I get oil to somewhere? Just wants that. Yes, it wants that very badly. You're right. I just wonder where the best situation. Oh, Albuquerque, what? Honestly, I think in Dallas. Oh yeah, just slap. I need more cash? Nah, I probably shouldn't get my loan up. I wanted to make... Yes, they are. Hello, Claire. How are you doing? That is the official soundtrack of the game. How are you doing? We are currently trying to make some money. Why is it empty? Come on, just one. Denver, produce more grain, you fuck. Yeah, we are trying to advance faster through time so we can build the better. Ah, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Oh wait, so there's a paper mill, but also a farm. Ooh, I can make money out of that. The Hoover, what's the hoovering? What? Oh. Ah, I should have done it. I see the problem. Yeah, I can imagine it probably is not nice. I do hope you enjoy what you're seeing here right now, so let's just... more grain. I don't know why grain isn't like... I get you. It's sadly just it's a product of its time. I mean, this is still to a degree the how's it called? The Roller Coaster Tycoon engine. So you know, I mean, there are definitely way more sophisticated games nowadays. Oh. Now we're making money. Oh! wait, as you can see, I modded a... yeah. I modded in a new type of bridge, so... This right here is certified German Locomotion modding from a website. Well, so it's the successor to the website I took all my shit back then. Like, shout out to D. Dampfmann, Walter E. and all the other old people that made such amazing mods on the Locomotion fan page. Good times. Good times. Gladly not lost to time. So let's get rid of some of that interest. We do want to get a bit further ahead though, so... And not having debt is a good thing, especially being in the US, you know? Interesting though that they already took the thing I built with. Yeah, I could have. To ship that to one town in the future. Churches accept passengers, which is just so funny to me. Anyway, nothing in Tulsa, nothing in Amarillo. That's the biggest problem. So this is kind of stupid. I think some other games have done it. Technically, other games have done it better, but ironically, same problems. So, for example, you know I played some Transport Tycoon 2, Transport Fever 2 a while ago. I streamed it. Fun game. I still think it lacks in terms of music and, you know, graphical presentation. I'm sorry, this right here, that's just timeless. It can be rough and such, but it's timeless in my opinion. Also, you could technically use this as a basis to make really big game maps. I know, I just like, I have my problems with 3D games. So, you know, I do think they want to expand, like in, so I'm playing the open version, so there's Sourceport. Okay, producing chemicals. Can't buy them. Okay. This is supposedly just the West Coast, but yeah, the biggest problem the game had was simply the limited size. Like, I think it's cool what you could do, and you know, it has a lot of flair, but I mean, even with modern games, you sometimes, again, Transport Fever 2 is like, big maps don't feel that much bigger than the maps here, which is also kind of stupid in my opinion. They should be way bigger. Let's just check for some industry we could maybe put up. What do we have here? That's a steel mode. Ah. Do we have iron ore? Okay, that's close. Do we have coal? I don't know, the coal mines are up there. We have here? We have a managed forest, okay. If I should tune down the sound, just tell me. So Dallas starts having... Mail. Okay, Dallas. You're probably the start of our... problems. And there I was, thinking I could just... Just be fast again. Okay. Oh, now it works again. It just has these hiccups sometimes, you know? So, I think we can... I have an idea. How about we build a gigantic train depot here? Not a station, it's just a giant station. It's gonna be the biggest station, the best station. Oh no, they hate us. Let's just fix that by doing the most... Yeah, some Japanese crab trees. Anyway. So, yeah. So basically, there's a thing in the game that when you have a system, a city has a likability index of you. It goes up and down depending on how much you, for example, flatten buildings and general fuckery. But, for example, if you do something like improving the scenery, they like you again. It's incredibly simple, but yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I think one of the most obvious connections this city needs to have is down to Fort Burma. This is like obvious regional rail connection. And as you know, as I keep saying, regional rail is key. And this was in the way. They should see it positively. Train tracks are just more beautiful. I have a feeling on one of these, yeah, okay, so this is, okay, funny story. So, there's, one guy in Germany who is literally living on the train. I'm not kidding you. This is like, probably one of the dumbest fun fact stories I ever know, but it's, yeah. Basically, what happened is that his whole thing was he looked into housing and was like, renting is too expensive. And I think he works in Cologne at I think a marketing company. So yeah, like he's not paid badly, okay? So his whole thing was that he looked into he looked into housing and was like, no, rent is too much. It simply is too much. And I don't blame him. Cologne is a shitty expensive town. Like, no shit. Fucking awful. So he made a very ooh, nice. Let's say unique decision. He basically did the math. How much, how much does renting per month cost versus how much does something called Bahncard 100 per year cost? So for those who doesn't know, the Deutsche Bahn has a special thing called Bahncard. It's basically you kind of pay for it once, and it's about and it either gives you a 25%, 50%, or again 100% reduction on a train ticket. So the 100 is obviously quite expensive, but you know, nothing about that's just that. The guy just sat down and was like, it's still less expensive than, you know, renting. So he just literally grabbed a, 100, so he can just ride the train for free every day for a whole year. Puts everything he has in basically a backpack, and when his shift is over, he goes to the main station. Is like, okay, we get to that. Looks up a train and is like, maybe I want to go to Munich this time, and just rides to fucking Munich and back. And he just eats in Munich and then takes a train back. So, they have something called the DB Lounge, which you can use if you have, first class or, are a Bahncard 100 owner. They're basically like, lounges at airports, but so you have like, there's a bar, cafeteria, you can eat something, there are showers. So basically that's where he showers. He literally was like, you know what, living on the train and in train station lounges is cheaper than renting. And so he did that. Which is like, that's a decision. What I don't really blame him for. It's like, yeah, I couldn't do it. For all I love trains, I could not do that. Like this one outweigh the financial ones. I mean, true. Again, I would definitely love to have some privacy, but apparently he just doesn't have the problem. So, oh yeah, One Smart Cat, are you still there? Kinda wanted to ask you something, so if you're already there, I can just do it now. But yeah, I totally get you with the financial problems. It's like, bit unsure about that, but I'm just going to say, it's his decision. let's try out some of those awful streets. Streets are only good to build trams on them. Actually, let's do that. Nothing like a good city that has tram support. Isn't that right, Dallas? We're fixing you. I can fix you. I'd say it's, you know, from personal experience, I think it's doable here. It's not like the worst, but, yeah. I myself would probably be like, plus what? But, no. I think German trains are kinda alright. And again, we have a bunch of them, so... This is like not being... I mean, this is literally not doing like a bit or anything. This is just like... It definitely is fine. You can do it. I want my freedom juice factory, damn it! I mean, frankly, I'd say the biggest problem is just we don't have really night trains or anything anymore. That's literally just what the Austrians do that still, and they're pretty good at it. But yeah. Ooh, nice, they're building the Bogenbrücke. Honestly, I still love this soundtrack. It's just one of those soundtracks that it just slaps. Oh yeah. This is my biggest problem with literally my biggest problems with games like you know, Transport Fever, because it's like, is it directly a bad game? Not really. Does it have the same energy and soundtrack? No. So, that's just something where I'm like, eh. me money. Oh, now you do, Dallas. Now you do. But does Dallas accept medic bags? Da, 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 da. Oh, you don't want building stuff here. There we go. Finally. Oh, not even mail anymore. Cool. Okay, let's just make some more money. Because this right here is not the Dallas oil refinery. It's Freedom Juice Incorporated. Oh yeah, I'm traffic manager now. I'm climbing the ranks. With Freedom Juice. So, just letting a random engineer defines entire expansion was even demolish houses before now. Yeah, it did. That's me. Hello. I am ruining lives. And now, for my final masterpiece, I can just slap a cargo load. That would be Dallas. Oh no, I don't want Dallas. I do want to have it go into city. Yeah, well, that's it. That's our whole business model. We demolish houses for profit. And then we have cargo loading base in the middle of the town to ship our freedom juice to everyone. Okay, and now we are making the money. Time to expand in the future. So this is how we just pacify Texas, you know? We give them freedom juice. So they are just like, oh yeah, we now have delicious freedom juice that we can export to all kinds of Texas. And now to our real goal. So as you know, we want to build higher speed railing, but also we need to build, as we did with Florida, we need to do something important. So there's chemical works. Fantastic. So California has a lot of chemicals, it seems. Yes. Yes, indeed. You might not know it, but now that Texas is pacified and doesn't know that we control the freedom juice, it is time that to absolutely get dominance over California, so we can just push high-speed rail through. We will need to build a gender factory again, as we did with Florida. You saw us. Florida had no chance. There was public transport everywhere, so we need to condense all the gender fluid in the gender factory again. I'm sorry.
I hope you are.
What?
I hope you are.
I am sorry that I am a raw production of cringe. Just has. Oh, we need to set up our. How about here? Oh yes. 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 I don't know if anyone will ever be here, but our headquarters is just in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. We will build high-speed rail here. It will not do anything. It will just be there. Making the money. Oh wait, we need to be faster again. We need to reach some good points in the future, in the near future. So let's see, where is a good place to put down our factory? I mean, we want to combine San Francisco, Los Angeles. Honestly, this is probably the biggest indication of how of the problem that this map has. Like, this right here, I know California has it, but it would have needed to be much bigger because this distance is nothing. This right here is nothing. It's not even that you have rivers where you can actually, you know, ship the goods up and down very well. I think we should just go somewhere here. That will be our base of operation. In the middle of the mountains. Oh, fuck. How about we produce it here? We can get our chemicals from here. And then we can get it to Salt Lake City and Albuquerque relatively easily. Yes. Albuquerque's down here. Why are you doing this? It looks better. Yeah. There we go. Now, time to be fast forward. Okay. Okay, let's do this again. I don't want underground view. God damn it! I just want to rotate. Oh. I didn't want to produce. Oh, I was like, why is it waiting? Ah, it waited for oil, which wasn't there. So, you know. You don't need two, Okay, now we are on the track again. Yeah, let's take a look. There's our nice little, there we are. Time to fast forward through time because we shouldn't wait that much. By the way, if you're wondering what the hell am I going to do with that gigantic station I built in Dallas, I myself have no idea. It's like, maybe I will use it for something. Who knows? I like to be prepared. Prepared meaning flatten buildings. Flatten buildings indeed. Yeah. I'm quite interested in how next week Alan Wake will be because okay. I mean, honestly, I think you will probably finish it before me, Claire. People lost their homes for that station. Yeah, but that is the basis you need for higher speed railing. They're eating the oil. That's not oil, that is freedom juice. Freedom juice, Claire. most idiotic rail line ever. So, tell me, chat, what should we build next? We have the bases, we now are fast forwarding through time, because, well, not much to do. Oh, look! So this one is modded, by the way. It's not the, most beautiful. I just like it, because I think, yeah, this kind of bridge is just missing in general. Let's just make this one yes, look at that. That looks much better, doesn't it? Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use Dallas. I'm gonna use Dallas for something. We need more regional rail, don't we? We all need more regional rail. You need more regional rail, and you need more regional rail. Let's build more trains. That depends on if I have a fun idea of where to get them. So as you can see, we now have the very smart laid out plan that you can get to Pine Bluff on 2 separate railways. This is amazing because this means that if you just want to go to an end location, you will always have great service. But still, for the small chance that you want to go to one of the towns in between, you still have the option. This is smart planning when you build regional or intercity, in-city rail, because you will not be able to cover everything with one rail line, but having diversions, especially in city center on the rail line, it helps a lot. I mean, I guess I should build one to Oklahoma, but I don't want to now. Dallas is growing fast though. Damn. I think I've made Dallas and Beaumont the two richest cities in the country. Oops. And now just wait. Oh, fuck you, Los Angeles. Yeah, crab trees. Eat crab trees. Oh, well. Oh, really, Dallas transfer? Really? You really want to be like, no. Yeah. Making the big bucks here. So yeah, let's just have a sit back and... I mean, I guess we can connect some towns there. Yeah. So yeah. I hate to say though, like, we are not even close to having good railway connections to anything. So let's start. Honestly, lately it's kind of interesting to currently have. So I think a lot of you know that we're currently having a One Piece rewatch, but we're also like watching the new episodes of One Piece, and it's like, you know what? If I can say one thing that just really starts to anger me about the anime, is that they are so padding right now, but they're padding in such a shit way. It is amazing in my opinion. Like, because they're like constantly throwing Sanji in, and it's like, hey, animator, like, Toei, did you get the fucking memo in the story that Sanji is like slowly overcoming his whole fucking shtick? Really? That's not happening? Apparently on your side? Well, cool then. Character development is apparently not useful if a company wants to make an exhausting running gag just kill itself. I'm really pissed off about that. Like, especially now, because it's like, oh hey, the Straw Hats are saying goodbye to Yamato, and Sanji never was that weird about Yamato in the manga, because, you know, Yamato is a guy. But I guess Toei is just... what should I suspect? It still pisses me off, you know? It just pisses me off on a very fundamental level. Because they could just not do it. Especially, it's so egregious in my opinion, especially since we're currently watching G8, and I don't know if the person who wrote G8 is still at Toei, because I have to say, they did a phenomenal job. Like, this actually feels just ripped from the manga. Even though, you know, it isn't, which makes it so cool. Oops. But then, nope, now it's just stretch that episode. Stretch it to fucking oblivion, and oh, what character development? Nah, we don't need to take care of that. Silly people don't want character development. Okay, you know what, I'm saying this kinda sarcastically, but considering how a few people are about Sanji, I feel like they will probably be very, very weird when, you know, the moment comes and he has character development. Okay. LA and now we just fast forward, and I need to get through where I wanted to get to. Maybe I was a bit too optimistic in modding this. yeah, if you wonder what I mean, this is not a normal scenario. I took a normal scenario and added some, you know, juicy things to it. So let's have some fun, shall we? And talk. So what's a normal scenario? Oh, there are a bunch of normal scenarios. So they have, you know, it basically starts with a very small island. So basically they have something like, you know, achieve a performance index by the end of 1999. We can achieve that. That's easy. That's easy as fuck. As you can see, we're already at 30 and we're only in the 20s. The, fun fact, you start, if you think like, oh, how hard is this going to be with that 100-year challenge? If you have later tech, so later tech means they break down less, they are faster, they have more passengers in them. So like, let's, for example, a passenger car here has a running cost of $16 per month and has a capacity of 48 passengers, I think. Later ones are going up to 64 or something. So you just have more. You have more people per rail car, which is useful. Obviously, we're not using those because we have better options. In general, I think the American. I love that they have like Doom-like face. Also, this is also a feature I think more modern games should have. It's like, oh, you're just this nameless and faceless corporation. What the fuck? Like, here's the thing. My index goes down, my character's like, ugh, as if they're from Doom. Give us character portraits that react to things. Why aren't they in modern games anymore? It's so stupid that it's not modern games anymore. Like, yeah. But yeah, normal scenarios are just a bit different, but you can do basically the same. I just added some sweet things to this, and you will see soonish what they are, hopefully. Oh damn, Dallas, you're fucking chunky. Only have small airports. No, we're gonna have a big airport right here somewhere later. Between high and that's true. Look at this. Statistics. My game crashed. Fuck. Why did you laugh? Oh, fuck off. Ah, there it is. Wait, no, it's gone again. There. And welcome back. Thankfully, Open Locomotion has autosaves, so. Whoop. Aha. Can't kill my progress that fast. So yeah, I'm very pissed about what's current episodes of One Piece. I'm like, here's the thing. They fucked up Wano's pacing, and now they're just fucking up them leaving Wano. And it's like, just get on with it. I want to get to the next. Also, no, I don't want to get to the next arc. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna start the next arc. The next arc is like 5 to 6 chapters in. Why the fuck do you want to do that? mean, yeah, we still have the very funny moments that will happen about a certain captain, which is gonna be very funny. But no, just... Here's the thing. I am baffled to say this, but either if you can't take a break, make some fucking filler arcs again. And I don't mean a shitty filler episode or so. I mean, make a good filler arc. You can do that. Like, I'm bringing up G8 here because it is legitimately interesting to watch G8 again, because it's like really good. I mean, really surprisingly good. This isn't like me just being like, oh yeah, it's actually the one, you know, you can tolerate. No. One Piece has bad filler arcs. One Piece has just some filler that's just like someone pulled shit out of their ass. They have that. This is legitimately good writing. And I mean, characters you like. It's like... Shut up. Like, they reference stuff from before. They fill holes in what you might have been asking in the back of your mind about events in the world. What is really good is that the G8 base, they have heart. They're not just evil villains. They may be a bit goofy and have some, you know, unique work ethics. Not in a bad sense, just like they're very relaxed. But they're not incompetent. Like, ever thought about how many anime filler arcs just make insanely incompetent antagonists? Because they're like, oh no, we can't risk making our antagonist competent, because then people would think they have to come back. So you just have to deal with absolute dumb fucks all the time. And then, shockingly, G8 just comes around and is like, nope. We're making a good arc with a competent attack. Like, seriously, what I love about this Vice Admiral is that he's actually insanely chill, but he's a strategist. Like, you get introduced to him while he's fishing at night, and people are like, why are you fishing? And he's like, you know what? You just have to throw out your hook and see what bites. And it's like, he's so chill and just analyzes everything that happens. And it's like, how can I get people? And he's literally fishing for the Straw Hats in his bases. And this is like, it's so cool to have this whole intro about you see out of his perspective how something happened that he can't explain, which is, you know, weird, but it's still like, there's a reasonable explanation, and I need to find, but I will also have the right ways to deal with that. And he's like, still, I'm sitting here being like, hey, Toei, bring him back. I know he's not gonna be canon, but like, wouldn't it be really fucking cool that you have like a G8 sequel? That it would be so cool. You know, just have some independent stuff where he just slowly gets in. It's like, how do I get them? Because, you know, he's a strategist. Because, yeah, now it's like people can't really touch Ruffy anymore because, you know, the Straw Hats are now officially... Shut up. They're officially an Emperor crew. Meaning, you know, the Marine is like, yeah, you're not allowed to do anything with them, they're too strong. But still, it's like, it would be really cool to just have him again, you know? And it would make sense. I keep saying that, like, there's this whole thing that everything is in disarray, and the idea of, for example, the Marine tasking him to build a new basis in a new world, that would fit. That would just fit. But no. We're going directly into the next arc on January the 7th. Like, don't fucking do that. Don't just go and ruin all your pasting once again. Like, it's just gonna be bad, you know? It's not going to be good. I can't see it being good. I mean, how long did they sit on Banner? I think 4 years now. 4! You don't stretch an arc over 4 years, even if it's the biggest one, and not look back and be like, did we maybe fuck up here? Like, yeah, you did. You insanely did. Remember when there was the meme going around? That it's like, nothing happens in an episode, but, you know, Kaido was dragged out, so Ruffy can punch him in the face. Just being like, he punched him this week, come back next week for another punch. Yeah, it happened, and it was shit. No one liked that. Why you just... now I'm ranting about One Piece again. Cool. I think those are already Mexican, right? I think they are. Bomo really can't catch a break. Wow! Okay. What do you think? Should we slowly get into building some more rail? Oh yeah. And what railway connection should we build next, chat? It is up to you. Build all the rail. Yeah, I can't build that much. I still want to get to a certain point in time, so I'm just running it and, you know, getting all the money. Build all the rail. I mean, you probably... I mean, California definitely needs some proper railing down to Mexico. What? What did I say wrong? I mean, what did I say wrong? Like, it's just, isn't it? Wow. Yes. We just built some to San Diego. Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that? sorry, Claire, I don't know what you mean. I'm just too stupid. Maybe? Can it?
Oh, I guess.
Okay, then, I mean... My brain, it's broken. I mean... I don't know. I'm not that good with English phrases either. A station. Can't you, like, build more? No, that's the city's work. I don't build houses, I build trains. Okay. I mean, yeah, no, I can't build houses. I can't. It's simply not doable for me. So yeah, we have one hell of a line now. It's gonna be probably a high-speed record on there. That's actually mechanically true. I can't build houses. I can only build more industry. Hey, they have a lot of space here. If I won't use that for, you know, an airport. But yeah, I literally can't do that. Oh well. So yeah. But you know what? We're basically doing that what they currently are trying to build themselves in real life to a degree, not that down to Mexico. Imagine if they actually had like a high-speed rail line going down to Mexico. That would be cool. That would be actually really cool. Ooh, a better locomotive, but I will not use that because I don't want to. Like, we're currently making money. This is like fine. Wow! Look at the bus. Nice. Honestly, it is you know what? It is always fucking depressing to see how AI is just destroying Google right now. Like, you know what's the most depressing part about seeing just how search results get demolished with AI bullshit? It's the fact that you sit there and just wonder, why the fuck is Google not doing anything against that? Like, I know, they also have their thing in AI, but like, Google is the reason that the internet is accessible as it is. Like, there were search engines before, no question, but like, the first one, it does feel very self-defeating, yeah. The irony is that you think Google should develop AI to combat AI nowadays, because it's just this destructive. I mean, you know what? I get you. I get you that they probably were like, oh, no one is using that. But it's still like, it is so weird, you know. Before that, before anything, finding shit on the internet was not easy. Okay, it wasn't. Text business function clubs to Reddit, Twitter, and Facebook. Yeah, it is. Like, I'm not against social media, but yeah, it functionally has. There's a reason there are countries in Southeast Asia, or you know, especially there, or like in many parts of the global South, where the internet is just synonymous with Facebook, which is crap. It shouldn't. Yeah. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest, Reddit is fine for some stuff, but like, yeah, Reddit just fucking killed it off. It's not even, it's just so depressing. It is so utterly depressing. Because yeah, why? Why in the fucking hell? And then the rest of the forums got killed off by Discord. Like, here's the thing. I do not even blame... website too complicated for people built in modern days. Non-trained individuals. Yeah. But here's the thing. Forums literally, and I mean literally, forums literally ran off one kind of script tool. They literally had a thing you just inserted. There was a whole... They all looked the same. This is what baffles me. Like, forums is nightmare. Yeah. And like, making a wiki isn't even hard. The functionality is incompatible. Yeah. It's like... yeah. And you know what the worst part is? You know what the worst? That the rest of people aren't even making a wiki anymore. They're making some fucking shit on fandom. And fandom is the worst. I'm not blaming the people, you know, who do that. There are some really well-maintained wikis on fandom. Oh yeah, and especially since people are just like fucking shitty to a degree at some point. Like, yeah, there were forums and wikis. It wasn't a problem until people made it a problem. And it's like, only only games like Wiki 3 and stuff, you know, Paradox Interactive games, still have people that have a wiki. Again, and it's an actual wiki, you know, run by people who care, and they're pretty good. They're not gonna be perfect because wikis are wikis. That's that, and forums are forums. But like, you cannot rationalize a forum out. Like, again, you're right, we had some stuff like that. I generally think for small communities, just, having a... You want to have a community across more than one continent? Yes! Wow! Indeed, that is completely true. You want to have a community across more than one continent? You just need something like that. I generally think if you're, for example, looking for... I think what a lot of people just overlook is how some stuff just developed. Yeah. Not to mention that they were databases. Again, the stuff I put into this, basically this scenario, was from Locomotion fan page. Locomotion fan page was basically a German forum that had a big modding scene that exchanged and all that. And people from there later started making transport and train fever. They had their bases already. And gladly they folded that into the WeSim forum, so that is still running on the same fucking engine, by the way, which is... Every forum was that. It basically still is that to a degree. And they're good. It's working. Forums are fine. And here's the thing, Discord having a thread feature now is it's neat, but let's just be real here. If anything, I wish they would have an actual forum feature now, that you can just make a site for your community or something and have a sub-forum that you can have, because, the more we talk here, the more I want to found one again. Because it's missing. You're right. It is simply missing. You cannot flatten that. And again, we have this thing that, fandom just killed wiki pages to a degree also. Fuck fandom. The company. Not, people who actually still keep stuff alive on it, because some of them are doing good jobs. Really. I'm not blaming the individuals keeping maybe the only, way to have some stuff there active. But it's bleak that we do not have... Yeah. Because this is the thing. Having some central thing to just write infinite... it's bullshit. I don't blame, a fan wiki to have one or two ads. Because, a lot of them are just running on basically their own little financing. And that's definitely not something they should be doing alone. But fandom is just... It just sets shit up. And then, when you don't have any other options, some people will just fill it out. And that can sometimes be the only way to get information. Again, I'm not blaming the people who contribute to there. It is just bleak that there is no real wiki work. It is bleak that we do not have real forums anymore. Let me just rephrase that. There are forums, actually. Still, from even a bunch of publishers still keep forums around. Surprisingly, if we talk about games, they keep them around. They answer in there. It's just people don't go there anymore, so they're just underused as well. which is cool and definitely useful. Oh, we already have medium AirPods. Ooh. But yeah, and then people go onto Discord because, especially if you have like a small community, yeah, to a degree, it probably feels just easier to have a Discord server, but because it's especially the biggest problem is, if I'm going and say, hey, I'm going to make the official Nyaruko forum, it would be cool. You all would probably be like, oh cool, there's a forum, I can post on the forum again. I can write my own threads, I can do my own shit, I can have, my own forum answer, message under every one of my posts. And it's gonna be some stupid joke, or trying to sound meaningful, or something like that. And that's fine. But also I doubt a lot of people, I doubt a lot of people will sit down and be like, not do dual tap, because like you wrote something on Discord, why should you write it somewhere else? But yeah, rip the internet. And yeah, now you just look at Google. The last bastion of how do I do shit? Like, let's just be real here. Google already had a problem. Google wasn't perfect or anything. I'm not gonna even pretend to do that. And lots of people abused Google. You know, how shit got researched and stuff. But also, I won't lie, Google was just there. It helped. Wow! And it's just depressing. Like, legitimately depressing. To simply see how a bunch of people yeet bullshit. You know, AI generated bullshit onto everything. It's just like we're in hell. Oh, yeah, you know what? Five scams in a trench coat really sums up the internet. Like, I think this is something just so funny to me. Because, again, I think you're right. You're completely right, Claire. It is just... It is just that. But also, like... I wonder if the eyeball will collapse though. Honestly, I think to a degree it will probably. This isn't because I'm like, oh hey, anything. It's simply because at some point there will simply be the problem that there's too much. Okay? I mean, yeah, that is a problem. That they just, I mean... there was this grift a while ago. Yeah. So, I mean, there was this weird grift that sold you a grift. Basically on this idea of, you know, you hired a ghostwriter to write a book for you and you release the book and make money. It's like, it was total garbage, and people are probably using AI for that now because it's just, again, a lot of people just spam this shit because they do not want to put in the work. Because it's like, again, a lot of them don't respect art to a big degree, or the way of making art. For them it's just get rich quick. And I doubt it's going to be like really, how should I put it in the best way? I feel like there will be a point where it's just going to be too much, you know? This is simply not because I'm like, oh hey, this doesn't even have to do anything with integrity or... Yeah. It simply is due to the fact that when you spam the internet full, at some point you will make enemies. And truth be told, I am not even yeah, it's really just cheaper. And the thing is, at some point you will just make enemies. Like, remember how Microsoft got problems now because Disney was literally just going like, hey, all those, you know, all those fake Pixar stuff, that's kind of infringing, also not good. Yeah. And, like, again, we're in this weird position where Disney is taking an axe to some of the other big companies being like, hey, you're infringing on our stuff, and like, fuck Disney, fuck their content management. But yeah, obviously there is a lot of theft involved. So just those things work, because the shitty part is we live in a brand dominated world. Oh yeah. And this isn't like direct, I mean, it is probably to a degree Disney's fault, but like, this is the shit about AI. They cannot get away without theft. Yeah, I mean, it's already happening. They're already inbreeding. We're already having Habsburg AI. They're just getting more ugly because they are training themselves on AI. Which is hilarious, but also just like, yeah. And here's the thing on why I say it has to rely on stealing, because if you look at the whole people making very accurate Pixar stuff, you're like, you're literally going to look at it, they literally look at it and be like, you look at it and like, yeah, so they had to get the Pixar stuff from somewhere. And we can just do it and ignore it all. Yeah. And here's the irony. Again, they still need to steal. Because I think the whole Pixar, the fake Pixar affair is just a perfect encapsulation of everything. Like, people making fake Pixar posters, that's one thing, okay? I feel, I'm gonna be honest with you. There probably someone at Disney also had a good laugh at them. Just, it's not even a question that they had, they likely had. Because it's an obvious funny thing. But also, yeah, why the fuck did... why the fuck did they... Oh... Why the fuck did they replicate Pixar stuff so well? They trained on Pixar. But then you need to keep in mind, oh, but what if they just cut out all Disney content? Well, would people use your fucking AI machine then? Like, here's the thing. People only use AI, like, there are two people who use AI, okay? And I think it is kind of necessary to differentiate on why they use them, and also how it still leads to the same problem for, AI. So first of all, you have people simply trying to riff their way to the top. So if someone wants to make, a book or something that imitates the big books, because again, these people have no fucking integrity and no, self-worth by ideas. They are just like, Stephen King books are impressive, we're just copying Stephen King books. They need to have Stephen King books as a reference in the AI, else they can't use it. They need the pirated material. Or else it's just not going to be that. Simple. So grifters need AI to steal, because else they wouldn't produce things they think that are worthwhile to try to just grift to other people. Now then, on the other hand, you have some people who really just use it for example, shit posting or other stuff. It's a lot more harmless stuff, not to make money. Just like, oh hey, let's just make some funny images like, here's Waluigi eating a giant burrito. Is that really a problem? Probably not. Or, making insanely weird, I think some TV show host getting chased by monsters in the middle of the night. That's also funny. Like, legitimately kind of funny. So like, someone just whipping up an insane shitpost idea. Yeah. there are just moments where you can just look at it and be like, this is not really that much harmful. But you probably just realized one thing suddenly. My first example, where you probably went like, oh yeah, that's probably what some of people are thinking of. Like, Waluigi eating a giant burrito. Well, fuck, where the fuck does the AI need to take that from? Well, obviously it has to steal again. And I'm like, okay, wait, but it's just meme content. Ever realized how much memes or internet culture references real world stuff? And this is why, when you draw stuff yourself or, do collages and stuff, you still get around that because it's still your work. You're still doing a work of art that is protected by law in the USA and basically every other country. But if you're trying to make like a quick thing with AI, which if you're, and this is important, if you don't monetize it or anything, probably can be kind of funny just for a one-off thing. You still need the AI to have basically copyrighted content stolen in it. Because else you can't just do Waluigi eating a giant burrito. Because the AI will have no references. Who the fuck is Waluigi? Or it will just be fed on mpreg Waluigi fan art. And that will not be what everyone wants. So like, that's the irony. Even if people don't want to use it for nefarious purposes, and there are a bunch of people out there who don't want to do that, it's still, by nature, kinda needs to just have stolen content, because the very nature of meme culture, jokes and everything, is that it references brands, references reality. If you have an AI model that isn't fed on anything that could be copyrighted, it will obviously not be used. And this is why it will just run in face first into the wall, because at some point, either people, it will have two things that will happen. Either people will ignore it, or it will become such a problem that, big companies will literally sit down and just be like, hey, politics, fix this shit. That's what will happen. That's what happens. That's what's going to happen. Because at some point, Disney, Nintendo, and all that, Nintendo's already rabid about ROMs. When they realize there are people out there just literally copying their artwork with the click of a button, they will send cease and desists just to everyone. They will not care. They will just fuck everyone up. And they will lobby in politics that it will be stopped. Because again, the longer you do this, the more you will just tip on people's toes, and that will not be good. Similar, search engines. The moment Google will be usable, it will become a problem for Google. Like, yeah, they can say like, oh yeah, people don't use the search engine anymore. But that's still a giant amount of ad revenue they get. Keep that in mind. And if people realize they will not be able to use that, they will stop using it. That's that. It will become a problem. Aside from all the other stuff like making making a lot of porn art from politicians, that will probably piss them off as well. That's what I mean with AI art. AIs will simply run into the big wall that is copyright. And it's not going to be fun. Oh hey, Stargazing Pineapple! How are you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome, welcome. We're just chilling here. Building trains. And soonish, something will happen. Can we already do it? I don't think so. Yes? Not yet. Ooh. How are you doing, by the way? Currently just talked about how the internet is so fucked and nothing will work anymore in a few years. Depressing. Nice. That's always good to hear. Oh, it's 1954. Soon something. Ooh, nice fishing. Yeah, fishing in video games is always great. So it was 56, okay. The biggest problem I have with numbers in English is that we just say the other way around in Germany. So 56 is 56. Confused? Welcome. Ah. Yes. So many steam engines just going on. But you know what? Maybe the time for steam engines is slowly done. Maybe we should just end the time for steam engines. I mean, yeah, that was got really big. But like, you know, maybe it is the time that we sit down and end steam engines. Just it's merging with Beaumont. Yeah, we're having the Megapolis Dallas. This is what I mean. I'm actually hoping that if Open Locomotion gets bigger maps, that someone actually makes a gigantic map of the USA with like actual distances. Because the biggest problem here is that the fastest train, you know, TGV and stuff, it's actually in the game. But actually only on the map where there's like, I think it's on the Swiss maps and such, so there's not even a lot of... Oh, there are diesel engines and... New plane? New plane? Oh, what is that? Oh, interesting. Hello, Dutch people, look what we have here. Yes! Time to upgrade everything with Dutch electric rail. Now we also need to do, obviously, all connected tracks. Yeah, we need some electricity here. Time to fix everything. There we go. It's using stock sounds, but still. Whee! The power of modding. So yeah, shout out to the Dutch. You have your trains now running on the in the US West Coast. Old trains, but you know, workable trains. And if you're wondering, yes, that also means the cop looper is in the game. I modded it in. Obviously I did. And now, Claire, they don't even turn around anymore. It's fixed. I fixed the trains. Yes. I mean, that's the beauty of multiple unit trains, but still. And if you're wondering, yeah, there are more trains like that. Again, we have a bunch of Dutch trains, so, yeah, I get you. It sucks a bit. I mean, I was thinking about maybe modding in, you know, the big boy. But I will. Yeah. We have electric locomotives later though, so even more electric. So, yeah, as you can see, they're a lot better. 120 passengers from Lakeside, that's 240. See, that's regional rail in action. That's like, Hey Danny, how are you doing? Oh my god, hey, how is one of my favorite Dutch people doing? Yes, I know! I modded some Dutch trains into this file. Oops. Yeah, so we're just in the 50s, so this is still, how was it called again? The NL.Q Hondenkop. So, there are technically bigger ones in here, but I didn't do that because the game already has a size problem, like literally a size. Yeah, Hondenkop. I can have that much. Fun fact, if we get to the 90s and such, yes, the Koploper is also in the game. I also wanted it in. So, you know, big one is in there. I did also some German trains in there, like one German locomotive I just like. It's the Brick Loco, because I like the Brick Loco. And obviously, because we're building higher speed railing, you will see the ICE. So, you know. Or I was like, we need good regional rail, and I was like, who has fun regional rail trains? I'm like, oh, you know what? Dutch trains! Dutch trains! No, my trains run on time. So I take big care of that. So yeah, let's build a new regional rail line. Oh yeah, it's this way. Oh no! I can't use this! This really is... Fun fact, this is made by the same guy that actually made Roller Coaster Tycoon. This is actually the same engine. But yeah, that is, you know, Dutch trains are here because of, you know, very old and active modding community, so I dug some stuff up and it's still working. Oh, shut up. But yeah, building some Dutch stuff here, obviously. I mean, honestly, I love Dutch trains, they're great. Wow. This isn't just me being like, oh hey, no, I legitimately like Dutch trains. Like, if I ever have the chance to, like, you know, get back to my model train set and expand it, you know, if I ever have the space and money, I have 100% on my list to have Dutch trains there. I was in Amsterdam once, maybe I will come back again. It is indeed very specific, yeah. Surprisingly specific. I wonder if I actually already talked to that person. Oh, nice. We're already director. See, this is the power of Dutch trains in action. You just get, you know, you build them, and it's like, hell yeah. Dallas can even do... Ah, no. Just too sadly. Oh, well. Yes, I am building another Dallas line. To El Paso. And then... Because as I said, I am here to fix regional rail. Not only high-speed rail, regional rail as well. This is why I got some of the best regional rail trains in the world. It is a megapolis at this point, yeah. Go. Possibly yes, before privatizing. Yeah. This is. I mean, this is kind of the story of so many railway lines. Sadly, like, oh hey, you had good shit going on, and then it's like, how about privatization? Never worked out. Oh, look how many people waited to ride the good Dutch trains from the 50s. Yes. Oh yeah, El Paso will probably become part of the Dallas megapolis. So yeah, how have you been, Danny, by the way? How's it going? Aside from, you know, still ruining Battlefield apparently. Reddit seems to still have a hate boner. As one should. I mean, you're definitely running 2042 now. It got mostly positive reviews. Also, we're getting more content next season. How dare you? How dare you just ruining it more? Like, Reddit already said the game was dead. And now people are coming back. You're ruining it, Danny. You're ruining it. So yeah, yes. Ah, yes. Do doing the meme stuff again. Okay, I think we need to do this. Oh yeah. It was weird seeing something trying to make my avatar into, you know, just how would they look in real life. I'm like, unique, I'd say. It was an experience. I can tell you that. Oh. I mean, that's basically based on the dataset it got, so you know. There's like how should I put it in this? My brain has problems working again. Guess yeah, a lot of them do that. I mean, that reminds me of how yeah. I mean, this reminds me of, you know, there was this one Chinese company who basically were just like, hey, can you give us your face because we want to, you know, we can make it anime, and then the whole program was just unable to do black people. Oops. Yeah, oops, I'd say. Yeah, this was like, there were some really egregious examples, like they had, I think they had like stuff like the picture of a black man, and they tried to make it into like, you know, a super thin black clothing they wore, which is like, holy shit, is that off? But yeah, that is one of those things when you look into the whole technical side, like seriously, people do not give a shit about that. It's kind of amazing to just see how much is kind of ruined in the beginning with datasets. Even like, again, even if a lot of that stuff tries to be like, you know, legitimate, it's like, oh boy. Couldn't they not maybe anticipate that? It's like, yeah, oops. I mean, we already just talked about how, you know, especially the whole search engine optimized spam shit is just ruining it's just currently ruining the internet. Like, it really isn't funny anymore. I mean, users want to do stuff, and a lot of those already use, you know, AI programs for that, which is, you know, isn't bad. Again, especially when we talk about cameras, it's like, you know, phones and such. Obviously, you can't really have like a big lens on that for, you know, certain reasons. But I mean, then we had remember the funny thing when they were like, look, you can make a picture of the moon. And then it was like, oh hey, it was literally a picture of the moon just laid over it. Just, okay. That was just, okay, so I think that should be enough. Now we need to get it down to 5. Also, how are you liking the music? I think this is one of my favorite game soundtracks of all time, actually. It is, yeah, I know. This is kind of funny for me because it's always like, yeah, People are like, oh, what are some of the best oh boy. Yeah, I love that. It's like one of those you know, you sit down and have like wait a second. Oh, wait, I did say electrify. So, time to improve regional rail. I mean, this is kind of funny because so if you can see this is because this is a game from I think 2004. I still need to look it up. But yeah, the biggest problem it has is that the map size is just very small. So you have San Francisco and Los Angeles basically together. And remember, this is basically all of California. Like, I like this game, but oh boy, is it horribly out of proportion thanks to the engine. You know, also limitations of the time. I mean, nowadays you could probably make a game with this kind of graphic that's just, you know, actually pretty big. Like, no problem. Which is why I'm still thinking, why does no one do this game in big? Something. Oh, you also saw that. Honestly, I'd be down for. Let's be real here. If someone makes like a game with the actual size of the world and you have to build railroads and such, but it would also be like a bit multiplayer, like everyone can build on their own patch of land, that would be really cool. That would actually be really cool. But I guess we still have to see how No Man's Fantasy is turning out in the end. I mean, they're currently making a big joke of... He did, yeah. An assembler of all. Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you. I know, what's stopping me? I'm still learning C? And I hate it? Fuck C! Oh god. Like, who did... Seriously, here's the thing. When you hear, oh, he programmed the whole engine in assembler. You're just sitting there being like, oh, so that's just a, that's like, that's an old language, yeah. And then you fucking learn C and you're like, oh god, is assembler worse? Assembler's worse, right? And I'm like, oh god, no. Yeah, maybe I'm just old. I mean, I get to it. My plan is to get to Python so I can do some stuff in Godot. But yeah, I doubt I will be able to make, you know, the big train game soonish. Not that much. Not that much. There we go. Yeah. 29 still. But that's gonna change in half a year. Oh god, half a year. Yeah. Yeah, it's not much. It really isn't much. But yeah, you know what, maybe at one point I might just do it. Maybe at one point I might just actually build a top-down 2D pixel art. game that's just big and simulates the world and has actually sensible production chains. I mean, I'm currently learning Godot because A, it's free, B, it's actually a pretty well organized engine. But you know, first plan is not building this. First plan is building, first plan is building actually a side scroller. So hopefully, I might get to that one day. Yeah, maybe one day I do it. Make Pong. I mean, that will be one thing I will try. Don't get me wrong. The whole, you know, look at all the cow sprites. Look, they simulate moving by just popping in and out of existence. Oh, maybe we should do action Pong. Oh, that Dallas is really fucking growing. It will soon swallow everything. By the way, ever played ping pong? Oh yeah, we need to... Oh damn, we need to ship more gender goods. Da-da-da-da. Oh! How spicy! Or is it again making people angry because you say Battlefield 5 wasn't that good? I mean, there are. I mean, seriously, I know, this is weird to say that, like... Yeah, I totally agree with that. Like, yeah, runways and wild spawning vehicles are kind of a problem. This isn't to say, like, you know, it's not unfun to see them, but especially if you have impactful ones, it's just, like, let me put it like this. I think to a degree, if you have like a multiplayer game, stuff should be balanced around parts that are. You know, how much does something give you? Okay. Do I have interesting points about that? Yeah, let me think for a second. I'd say one of the main problems that wild spawning vehicles have is simply that 2, 3, 8, 10. Stealing, pre-destroying. Yeah, that's the normal thing, I'd say. Like that is one of the most obvious things. But also, let me put it like this. The more the longer I played titles where, you know, I think this is like literally one of the best vehicle changes they had with 1, that you had to select the vehicle you want to play, because you know, would also I think started with 3 to a degree. I think that's the problem with stealing and stuff, because a lot more intent is now behind, you know, choosing a vehicle. What do I mean with that? you started with air spawns. Yeah, so air spawns are just like in general. If we talk about just simply the aspect of balancing and such, there should not be a discussion. Air spawns are just superior. Again, as you said yourself, as cool as some stuff is, maybe, you know, you need to consider downsides and such. For example, let me put it like this. Let's say, for example, you have started second. Yeah. Let's say, for example, you have a game where you there. Let me look. Let me put it like this. Let's say you have brain. Come on. It is your time to think now. Okay, so can I make... Ooh, yes, look at this. Good European Bogenbrücken. Oh, that is so wonderful. Okay, by the way, I modded those also because... Love them. Yeah. Basically, what I want to say is that one of the main problems it kind of produces is that how would you know, again, spawn protection is one of the most easiest things to say. Like, let's, for example, put, you know what, I love amphibious assault maps. I love stuff like Gulf of Oman and such. But if you, for example, want to be like, oh hey, how would you make it so that something isn't stolen? You know, easily. You definitely run into the problem that's like, oh hey, map spawns. Yeah, map spawns are just like, you basically run into problems. Yeah. That's it. They just spawn and someone's already in there. You can't steal them. So that's part one. Otherwise, you would need to have some kind of harsher spawn protection, like let's, for example, say, you know, someone have, if people spawn on a ship, and this would still probably be useful to a degree, that they, would need to, you know, have something like anti-air guns, automatic ones that you, simply can't just make a strafe run easily over that area. Would be one thing. But let's just think a bit more for a second. I mean, yeah, the obvious thing is... Wait, how did I fuck up here? There we go. There we go. Yeah. Again, if you have just someone spawning on an airfield, it can be raided and such. But also, one key thing about balancing with map spawns is that people. Let me put it like this: in older games, people chose to use vehicles. Basically by chance. Yeah, they're not realistic. I mean, again, if you have like a naval invasion map, it's like, yeah, there is probably something like an aircraft carrier near them because you need just something big to transport a lot of people over there, but they still should have air spawns because that just makes more sense. Like most jets nowadays fly in. But again, one of the things that was a problem in you know, older games is the simple aspect that when you make your balance, when you just put shit on the map, people will just use it, pick it up not by chance, but because they run past it. It's a balancing nightmare. Like, look at it like this. Let's say on a map, you have a tank just spawn at the middle flag. On paper, you could be like, oh hey, opportunist. Yeah, that's the thing. On paper, you would be like, oh, people will now fight more on over the C flag, because then they get an extra tank spawns there. Which is like, listen, this is not how this works. It will spawn, and someone will take it. Not because they need to, not because it makes sense. They would simply do it because for them, in that point, they're like, oh, I get a free tank and potentially some free kills. I mean, yeah, yes, to a degree, you will not be able to eliminate that simply by virtue of just everyone can click in a menu and be like, I'm taking this tank, thank you very much. But more people won't do that, you know? When you're in a spawn menu, you will have way more intent behind what you want to play. Like, oh hey, you want to play infantry, you will keep playing infantry. Again, it's most people that were like, oh, I'm not a good tanker, they always went and made like, I did stuff like, oh, but there is a tank now, I just take that and do some free kills. That happened all the time. Yeah, it was an interesting change. I don't know if I really like that as much, but it was not a bad idea. Still, yeah, most opportunists just took it. And therein lies the next big problem of the balancing. If you just, if you have maps, if you have things on map spawns, people will simply use it when it comes up, and sometimes that just is a tank. Even if you don't have like a specific class or anything, because I don't think it was the best system, but still, you'd still end up with more people who want to use the tank, and that is kind of crucial if you think about it. You do not want to have people in air and stuff that wouldn't use it, but in old games, you will always have someone who's like, oh boy, I feel like using an airplane now. And internally, I just scream. Because like, no! Don't fucking use an airplane! That's just, you know, that's one thing. They shouldn't... It simply connects, it simply, you know, filters people out on a psychological basis. I mean, yeah, that sounds a bit, you know, pretentious, and people will be like, oh, do you have any basis for that? And I can only say, basically only the aspect that I, you know, played all the old games, and I know people will just take something. And you do not want that. You do not want someone to just sit down and have, like, you know, a free tank. I mean, you know how ridiculous that is? Someone just sits there, someone's like, oh, free tank. Yoink. That's bullshit. Again, if you have I think some stuff should be spawned on maps. Again, I generally think something like, yeah, glorious Dutch trains on glorious European bridges. Yeah, transport vehicles. They should definitely be there. Like, you should have them. But if you think about it, a transport vehicle doesn't give you a lot of power. I mean, you can still road kill someone, but road killing with you know, a bike or and such is just harder. I mean, you know me, I keep saying they should add the hardline mechanics to civilian vehicles because that would make sense. But still, even if you made like a lot of mechanics to increase the strength of civilian vehicles you can find on maps, like, you know, leaning out of the window, you know, when you're in the back of a pickup truck, you can, you know, place down your LMG to have like an emplacement there. This is still not something that just gives you immediate power. It's not like you enter a tank and have a gigantic fuck-off gun that kills people in one hit. It would still mean you would need to enter a vehicle that just makes you more mobile. Point one. Second, civilian vehicles are you can actually damage with normal weapons. That's also downside. You'd still need someone in the back or on your side that shoots for you. There's a way bigger difference in power than you get a tank. And I mean, we can now can talk about some stuff like, you know, how further could you balance gaining vehicles? At that point, I can simply point towards, for example, control. You simply have a point pool. You gain points and then you can get stuff from that. That balances even more who will use what when. Homefront did that in their first game, and I think Homefront has some problems, but they had a good vehicle balance in that. That, you know, you had to work towards it. Also, it's an interesting flow of the game. But yeah, map spawns are not good. They will ruin your game to a degree. And I know there is this whole thing about, you know, how's it, you know, just the idea of, you know, you get into a vehicle and you start and stuff, but we had it in the last game, in 5. Remember Hamada? Remember how much that was literally that airfield was farmed from day one? It's not good. Sorry everyone for the sidestep into battlefield territory. This is just what I want to point out. The biggest thing. The whole power level you gain from a random vehicle find on the battlefield. There's like, again, the psychological factor of reading battlefield chat boxes. Yeah, that's true. Like, again, the psychological factor of when something is on the field, people and is strong, opportunists will take it. And, you know, not someone who actually is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play tank now. On the other hand, you do have the thing that, okay, I need to get something over here. You know, aside from the obvious stuff, that's something I just need to add, I feel. But yeah, opportunists will take it. And on the other hand, you will have people that simply, yeah, it's just balancing nightmare. You cannot balance someone picking up a tank. Because a tank is simply strong. So I hope I gave you a good point on it. Okay, But yeah, make Reddit angry because they will probably just be like, but realism doesn't make fun gameplay. What does realism add? That's always the question you need to ask. You can't just say about realism. Realism can suck. It isn't realistic. That's actually the thing. It's just, you know. This is what just makes me so that I find so hilarious. Because all these people always come be like, but realism. Realism is not an argument. Realism is like the escape from an argument. Like, if you say something isn't realistic, so what? What does this add to a game? What does this add to any conversation about a game? Realism is not the end-all be-all. A game is a game. A game has its own design philosophy. A game doesn't need, nor should it, adhere to realism for the sake of realism. That doesn't make it fun. And that's been proven time and time again. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, Albuquerque, you will now be... Oh, yeah, sure. There! Fuck. Yeah. Now we are bringing all the good chemical goods to Albuquerque. And we are going to prevent that Breaking Bad will ever happen. So we don't have to sit through dumb decisions all the time. Okay, let's have this. Oh. Nice. so basically I just kind of want to let this run a bit until maybe the 80s, I think. This shouldn't take too long. I don't want to go much over time, but I promised high-speed rail, and so I don't have the Shinkansen that I would have been able to build in the 60s already, or beginning of the 60s, so like just getting to the IC, it's not going to take long. I will not go much over time. I don't want to have like half an hour here and such. Dutch trains are doing the good work, I'd say. More Dutch trains. So, yeah. A bit smaller, but we have 142 passengers in one of them, which is useful, honestly. Very, very useful. I wonder how you got more people in there, but yeah, I mean, you can see the difference in designs here, that, you know, there's probably more, it's just a lot more flexible, you know? You have more doors. Honestly, I like the Dutch yellow and blue paint on your trains. They're just fun. They're fun. I mean, red and white also fun, also fine, but like, yeah, that's just. The Dutch trains just have something, in my opinion. They're just like nice and round. Okay. Is it airport time now? Let's look. Do we have? No, we still only have medium airports. I will only make big airports, sadly. But we have a new Dutch train. So, you know, more Dutch trains. I actually really like that one. But yeah, I mean, that's what I hate. I kind of wanted to build a. That's the problem with airports. So like, you know, I could make a medium airport, but airports don't really. They're not really useful until you know, make a big one, because the big ones can actually have like large stuff. It's great stuff. Great work, brain. They can have big stuff. Thank you very much. So useful. But no, seriously, like airports, fun, But like, if you have medium airports, they're not worth it. And city heliports, ironically, this is one of those things where like, oh, you can make a city heliport. Cool. But like, no one will use it. Also, you sold out to big stuff. Yeah, big stuff has me in their clutches, you're right. I just want to do big stuff. I want bigger maps, bigger train lines, bigger trains. Seriously though, this is probably one of the most fascinating things. Like, you can make a city heliport and have people fly. Actually, get to Vegas by helicopter, baby. I don't think we have a helicopter. Why the fuck? Oh, there's one. Absolutely useless. Absolutely useless. But you can do it if you want. I think I have never built them before. They're just useless. I mean, if you had actually big cities and, you know, there was some kind of, yeah, look at it go. If you had actually something that would make it worthwhile, it would still not work because I don't know even why they're in there. It's kind of funny, but also like, again, it's so stupid. It's so stupid to have helicopters. Why would you have a... I mean, here's the thing. Helicopters have a few, must have grown sufficiently vast to use... Let's just look at Dallas now. Nah, I think that Dallas is still served very well with my trams and transport hubs. But like... Here's the thing. I'm still... Oh, 747. Nice. There's one thing I'm just amazed by, and that is the idea that, you know, people still want to make air taxis viable in transportation. Like, they're stupid. Like, flying cars, they're just a hazard. Like, here's the thing. Look at this. What about the tram extension to Fort Worth? I could do that, or I could just give Fort Worth their own railway. One day. Right now I want to get as fast as possible to high-speed rail that, and then... Hey Sophie! I mean, have you seen what trains are running on here? The Megapolis Crossroad. Yeah, Dallas fueled by Dutch trains. But yeah, basically what happens is that even if you just look at the helicopter, which, like, helicopters cannot fly really fast. We have a second Dutch person in the chat who's just happy. Yeah, we have it. Look at them go. I modded this. Yeah. There is the Koploper, but I don't think we will get to the Koploper this game. I kind of just intended this as a bit of a, you know, funny side thing until, you know, Alan Wake 2 next week. Because I didn't want to start Pikmin. But, like, here's the thing. Look at, I mean, yeah, as Claire said, look at him go. But also, like, no helicopter can accurately go this far up and down all the time. Also, helicopters are fucking loud. Even if you have a helipad in a city, you would need to have it way higher than this. It's just, helicopters are just absolutely useless. And every flying taxi, every flying vehicle you want to have in real life will just be a helicopter. Don't get me wrong, there are parts where helicopters are good. for example, air rescue. Someone is gravely injured and you can just fly over someone and just save their life. That's good. That's legitimately good. Helicopters are good for a bunch of things, but helicopters are just... If we talk about the worst transportation, it just goes hands down to helicopters. They're unwieldy, they're loud. If you use too much of them, they're just literally a fucking hazard. If you have they're just not good. They're literally not good. Small capacity. Again, we want capacity and frequency, and sensible transportation. Taxis and helicopters, they never will be able to do that. What can do that? Trains. Good regional rail trains. In a tunnel, for example. Again, this right here. Electric, 142 passengers. You can chain them. I put two together and I would already have 284 passengers. 284 passengers in one train. And then they can go whoosh. They don't need to fly up, down. They don't need to worry, am I going to crash into a building, because they're on rails. The most valuable air car would be the Zeppelin, and for that, well, there's your problem. I think Zeppelins do have their own, they have their own place, especially in the future. But yeah, there's your problem. Especially if people are like, why don't we fill the Zeppelins with helium? We are running out of fucking helium. Why should we fill Zeppelins with helium? But it's less of a problem than hydrogen. We need to just live with the fact that hydrogen is one of the things we simply need for future travel. That's just a fact. Come on, But yeah. Again, I like Zeppelins. I think for big cargo transport in certain areas, like mountainous areas, they would be really good. But, The thing is, the moment you have a railway line, they will be out of business. That's kind of the irony if you look at, for example, the 50s and make everything atomic. Oh boy, yet you would totally want to have just a driving nuclear reactor on rails. That would be so... You know what just baffled me about reading this? I know basically, followed is this joke that everything is nuclear powered. Nuclear power doesn't make sense for a lot of stuff. Gigantic ships and submarines, sure, that makes sense. They can cool themselves all the time. But trains, you think they can air cool themselves? It's I've never seen a culture so resistant to putting up wires above their tracks than the USA. I mean, to a degree, it is a grift. There are a lot of companies out there in the US that just grift on the idea that don't electrify railways. Because if they did, they would run like the Northeast Corridor. Good. Come on! I promised high-speed rail. Game, be faster. I want it 4 times. Fun fact, we're kind of just winning this by default. California higher speed railing just increases steadily without any problem. But yeah. Again, just put wires. I think, you know, again, as Seb said in like a previous stream on a Friday, I think last week or so, we have the Netherlands basically electrified the network after World War II because it didn't really have a lot of domestic code. Yeah, that is what that is the same reason Switzerland during World War I electrified. They basically electrified due to they have a lot of tunnels, so electricity is literally safer than anything else. And second, you do not need coal. Were a lot of early electrical locomotives less powerful than steam trains? True. Was it really needed? Not really. Come on, be faster. Okay. Again, it wasn't needed. It just simply wasn't. It's kind of stupid to think that you even did that. Again, Zeb said in the big tornado areas in the central part of the USA, electrical wires are not that good, which is like you could research into making them more durable, and I know it's not easy, but still, you could still use third rail, or simply have this part actually run by trains that are off-grid for that time. True, but East and West Coast, a lot of regions are not tornado stricken. Yeah, they have a big hole, but the East Coast could be electrified, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Okay, we're at 75. That's it. We're gonna have the ICE soon. Hey. I'm drawing ire here. Los Angeles is also kind of growing a bit, not much. Vegas is doing well, Salt Lake City is doing well, but yeah, hello Dallas. Dallas is a big city, big, very big. Just absorbing everything into itself. Wow. Okay. No, we're stopping this. Sorry. Dallas, powerful butch city. Okay. I would say it's a powerful Dutch city now because lots of Dutch railway. Okay, I don't get the butch though. Wow. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. I thought this would be easier, but no. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you had fun. Hope you had seen, at least we got Dutch railway into the American West. Hope you enjoyed this very chill intermission. As again, next week, Alan Wake 2 New Game Plus. This time with frame rendering and hopefully some better performance in general. Hope that's gonna be a bit better than. Yeah, just look at Dallas then. Dallas. We made Dallas big. Yeah, you have a wonderful week ahead of you as well, and see you all on Wednesday for more Baldur's Gate 3. And otherwise, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. See you all, on Wednesday. Good night. Sorry that we couldn't see high-speed rail. Dutch rail, though. Dutch rail. Night.